I'm Mrs. Rekha Hassan, Assistant Professor of English, Government First Grade College, Kavur, Mangalore. The novel Nampally Road by Meena Alexander is prescribed for BBA Sem 4 of Mangalore University with the text title Compulsory Foundation Course in English. Now we are in chapter 8, A Dark Room. We are in session 26. Before continuing the session, we'll have a quick recap of session 25, where we see Rani, who's in a dream of going to Canada with Laura. Laura, who had fed up from her husband's torture, wants to go to her sister's place to Canada. And after getting over there, she wants Rani to come to Canada. The radio announcer, the special broadcaster, Sujit Sen, announces in the radio that the curfew has been removed and there are the arrangements going on for the celebration of Limka's birthday at the outskirts of public gardens for the peasants. Peasants are transported from various places, far off places, to raise a voice to proclaim Limka Gowda as the great leader. 5 ringleaders were being arrested with a complaint of conspiracy. They were suspected that they had smuggled in the arms by terrorists, and there was announcement of rewards for capturing suspicious people. Ramu takes Meera to King Koti. He takes her to the road that leads to King Koti, where they meet a Kabaddi master, who later takes them to the small passage. And in the next session, we see whom they meet. With this, the session 25 comes to an end. Now we are in session 26. There they find an old wrinkled face with cloth pulled overhead and eyes appeared at the opened window. Meera was suddenly frightened to see the face. Meera and Ramu with great difficulty pushed themselves into the cool, dark and wet place. There they happened to meet a lady whose name was Maitreyamma. She had snakes in a cloth tied to her waist. She used to remove poison sacs and knew the trick of extracting poison when her family was in hard times. Her work was to carry the water pot to the prisoners at Gauligoda. Maitreyamma was the one who cured Ramiza's fever. Ramiza appeared before Ramu and Meera behind a torn curtain in an old red sari, and her hands were sore. The blood clot had subsided but was feeling difficult to move. She was in a very bad condition. Ramiza, in that condition, tried to convey a few things to Ramu and Meera. With the help of paper and pencil, she drew the cell which was similar to that of police station. Suddenly the pencil fell down from her hand. when she heard the sound of the voice. Mira handed once again the pencil in her hand, but Ramiza was ashamed of conveying the message. She wanted to tell them what all the things happened when she was kept in the custody, but she was unable to convey that heinous crime. Mira noticed the pressure marks from her wrist, the small stain of sweat which gave the impression of a pyramid with X marks in the few rectangles on small bricks of it, which made Mira to think of her dream which she had dreamt earlier, the same dream she had dreamt earlier. Mira recalled her dream. Mira could feel the terror that was in her, which was flowing out through her tears. She was unable to bring the death of torture she had on the bit of paper. Maitreyi, the old woman, pushed Mira away with a great resolution. With this, the session 26 comes to an end. If you would like to have further reading, you can go to the test compulsory foundation course in English for the BBA degree program, SEM 4.